Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Knight of Squires, and this is Crusader Kings 3. As always, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today we are continuing on our quest as Ghana, as Maghan Tunka Menin of Ghana, in our attempt to progressively take over the entirety of the African continent available on the map. So without further ado, let's continue that on. From those of you who will remember from last session, we are now at war all the way over here in some holy war to take, I think it's either to take this or to do this. Basically, Kanem has called us in. So we're going to send our army over there, although we are losing money, so I might not. But we'll see how it goes. In response to one of the comments I got on the last video, pointing out that I should have actually married before I gave away a load of counties, because that would have given me a slightly stronger start. That is correct. That was a mistake on my part. I got a little overly excited and wanted to get everything balanced up before the minutiae of marriage. But that was a mistake on my part. So, for everybody that wants to learn from this series, just remember to find a spouse before you start handing out counties, as their help to manage domain gives you like plus a significant plus to your stewardship, which affects your domain holding, domain limits, etc. This person is still trying to find a hook for this vassal, because he doesn't like me, if I remember correctly, and I want him to... Yeah, he doesn't like me very much at the moment, because we're unreformed, short reign, offensive wars. We hold too many... Oh no, I hold his de jure duchy. No alliance as powerful clan vassal, foreign cultures, and he thinks my religion is evil. So what we're going to do is convert him by force using a hook, which he currently won't. He might accept a conversion. That's interesting. We'll give it a shot. We'll send it. If he accepts it, then he'll actually... Ah, we won the Holy War. I didn't even have to go over there. Perfect. In that case, let's disband all of our armies. And yeah, he won't accept it. That's fair. He loses a further 10 opinion of me, which is unfortunate. I didn't realise that he loses opinion of me for that. But hey ho, we will continue trying to fabricate. I think I can fabricate hooks on him now because of the because I've gained an intrigue perk. If I couldn't, I can now. No, I can now. Truth is relative. This allows me to fabricate hooks. Find secrets may also fabricate hooks, although I can actually just do it personally, so I can scheme against him to fabricate a hook. So let's try that in the event that my spy master doesn't achieve that. This should be handy in that case, because with a hook I can then use him to I can use that hook to force a conversion, which is always nice when trying to get vassals under control. So with that said, we will continue on. What are you? We've got a ransom letter. He will pay me 25 gold for this prisoner here. Sure, I'll take your 25 gold. You've lost a war. You've been swayed. So I assume that Namis... Yeah, Namis is my Hogon, which means that she now endorses me, which gives me additional tax each month. Perfect. So, next port of call, let's continue our quest to conquer as many of these neighbouring countries as we can. It all costs me piety, which I'm not hugely fond of. But, hey ho, let's get all these armies raised. Continue to find secrets. If the scheme doesn't work, then him finding secrets will in advance. So, low county control in Jawal. Which one's Jawal? Ah, it's that one there. Okay, so we'll stick our increased county control in Jawal there. And that will have that all sorted. And that will help with that. So we can continue on. He's wandering about. I'm not sure how I've ended up with this this country being defending against the conquest. I don't know how that's ended up happening. Marital recriminations. So my wife versus my chamber. Absolutely unacceptable. Ida bursts into my chambers, her face red with anger, yelling loud enough for the entire castle to hear her. Wagyu has just insulted my honor. I demand that you cast the solitary churl from our court. He is my champion. He's okay. I can gain some prestige. She gains prestige. He loses prestige and is banished from the realm. I think you might be overreacting. He gains the prestige and she loses it. Why do you not tell me everything from where it starts? I learn whether Yida is sincere or not. But I gain 5 stress because I'm arbitrary. He doesn't particularly like me. I don't overly care. We'll kick him out. Out he goes. Bye-bye. See, we have some dread now, which is quite nice. Monthly change. Our dread actually increases rather than decreasing, which is entertaining. But we shall continue on with this. The siege is going well. Our quest to become the most dreaded and feared ruler of the entire area. I'm gonna have to. I foresee me having to declare war on these people shortly. Everybody's starting to conglomerate, which is going to make it much more difficult for me to just absorb everybody. But we'll get there. Absorbing counties is much easier than absorbing... no, peasants can... No, a peasant uprising of 700 men. I'll deal with that shortly. Let me win this war first. And then we will deal with that. Nope, I took a hostage. That's 100%. Perfect. That's that. Now let's go and deal with this war. Over here. The dangerous faction. Who is this? Wants lower county control. Oh, these are peasants. Oh. Go away, peasant rabble. I am once again above my domain limit. And I'm being raided. I don't care about the raiding. In my works at the court of Debegumi Thakiya, I failed to find any secrets his spymaster Abida might possess. However, the truth does not stop us. It would be simple for us to make sure that Abida suddenly did have secrets she would not want to get out. I don't really care about her. Yeah, I don't really care about her. I want secrets on him. I want a scheme on him, not on her. Keep up. Low county control in 4 countries. Should grant Conto to somebody. What is Contro part of the de jure of this area? Bamba. So you, who already holds Bamba, can now have Conco as well. Done. And if he wants to create a duchy title at that point, he can. He owns an awful lot of land at that point. But he likes me because he is already on the council. Perfect. I assume he's my steward. And we've crushed this rebellion now. Sod off rebellion. Bye-bye. Get in the prisons. Disband all my armies. The having to disband armies prior to raising them again is frustrating to say the least. Declare war on these guys. Conquer the county. Why does that cost so much? Different faiths. Ah, that costs prestige. I can do that. Raise all my armies again. Off we go. And then this way we can come over here. Take this and we might be able to stop this. Is it the... Oh no, it's the Benian conflict. Well, never mind. I'll conquer that anyway. That's one. These are all individual provinces, so I can just absorb an awful lot of these. To be honest, I think that's a duchy with multiple counties. This is also multiple counties. But we'll get there. That will... We'll let that handle that. What else have we got in the issues tab? Call in my ally. Titles can be created. Duchy of Bambuk needs 250 gold. Scheme discovered. It doesn't yet know about my... schemes exposed 75%. Ugh. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh, he suffers chronic headaches. That's not great. Secrets on his wife? No, I don't care about his wife either. I need a hook on him, not on his family or his spy master or some nonsense like that. Fabricate a hook, a compromising situation. Send in the entertainers, and I get a strong hook on him. Perfect. There we go. You get a strong hook on him. Let's go use that. He does not particularly like me. But at this point, I can't actually ask him to convert now until for another 3 years. Okay, well, we can wait then. I'm happy to wait. I have patience. All the schemes will come to pass. Who else doesn't like me in my court? You're all guests. Where are my vassals? What? Why are you in this prison? Can I not force you to? Could ransom you. Pays 10. Leaves the prison for a favor. Get a weak hook on him. Sure. We'll let you out for a favor. And now he's too far away to interact with. Cool. I should have just taken the gold. Never mind. Should probably have thought about that in advance. Yeah. I own this now. This is mine. Yoink. Thank you. Disband the army. But you've conquered that, which means that I would now have to... if I declared a war, I'd have to go for an individual county. I don't mind leaving that for a moment. You're one county. Let's just declare that war as well. He's the same faith, so it'll cost me piety. Piety is not something I generate a lot of at the moment. We might need to... Yes, I'm above the domain limit. I understand. Go away. we should probably... Sikaso, are you an ally of mine? Do you like me? You do like me. Executed another guest. I don't remember executing anybody. I don't remember executing anybody at all. But what are you part of? You're part of that duchy, which isn't helpful to me. What duchy are you part of? Okay, well you can have Ginagino then, because that's part of your de jure duchy. Not that you're a duke yet, but you will be, and when you are, we'll get that sorted. When I conquer Bena, we can deal with that as well. Are you one county? No, you're two counties. Everybody's starting to get to a little bit large now. You're also two counties. You individual. I don't even know how I get to you. Nah. That costs way more prestige than that, but that costs piety. Never mind. What's everybody's religion in this area? See, you are a different religion, so I can attack you and it be mildly easier to do. But you have quite a lot of military. You've bought mercenaries. Well, we can kind of wait for them to fritter out. In the meantime, I'm not going after the Almoravids yet because they are massive. I don't need to grant Sikaso to anybody now. Oh, it is the wrong government type. I probably should do. Yes, I know the prisoners have been released. Jesus. Actually, how many prisoners have I got now? Ah, I've still got 2 prisoners. Let's ransom you. Can I execute you instead? I would gain dread. And yep, you're dead. What about you? Gain 50 dread for this. Oh no, 10 dread for this one and 50 piety. Kill you as well. What's an easy way to gain piety? What else have I got? Ancestor worship. Adaptive. Human sacrifice is definitely the easiest way. His wife, I don't... You're not getting this. I don't care about his wife. To be honest, we can take that off now because I don't actually need that particular hook anymore. So let's just disrupt schemes now. Let's sort these. Gained attentive care, a massive health boost. Nice. Let's start. What we can do is we can raid for captives. But again, he has quite a lot of men. So let's just raid this person for captives. That costs 100 piety to declare. At that point, I might as well just take a county. Well, that costs 150 prestige. I can do that. Madness. Madness. Well, let's raise all of our armies. And head over there. Spend 75 prestige to call in my allies. I don't really need them, and I do need the prestige. So we'll keep the prestige. I think we're then going to go down the torture. I just wanted the schema one because it's a handy one to have, really. Deft diplomacy. My Chancellor Nyanyagume Biranin has worked hard to convince our neighbouring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with Damel Labi of Takrur is flawed, illegitimate and unfair to me. I am once again free to declare war on him as I please. Incredible work. Perfect. So I can actually go and declare war on the Duchy of Takrur again. Perfect. Let's do that then. Deserting levies, and then some people are winning wars or losing wars. Not something that needs to involve me. Titles can be created, except these are all duchies that I can't afford. Ah, he's already created the Duchy of Bambukur. Nice. He can deal with that then. What other duchies can I create? Duchy of Kaniaga. Except I own all of this land, so I'm not going to do that. Daifunu. Which one is Daifunu? That's the other one that I own all of the land in. And Silla. This one over here. Ah, my concubine is pregnant. Perfect. I still own Jawal. We'll claim Silla and Jawal, and then these two can fight over Galam. We'll see how that goes. Duchy of Memma. God, this siege is taking some time. God. Probably doesn't help that I'm getting desertion left, right and centre. This siege is taking forever. Gods above. What is taking it so long? But we'll see. We'll do what we can. A killer in our midst. The smell hits me before the door is opened. A heavy, meaty odour that permeates the area. It is the stench of the newly dead. Yet another body is found. They have all been people of little importance, thank Bidu. But the court is getting nervous. I will scour the castle for the murderer. Let's bury the body and forget this travesty. No, I can't have a murderer wandering around. Walata's lament. We need those resources for the troops. If one small village in Walata has to starve, the heated argument between my councillors follows me out of the room as Bunama, the representative from Walata, greets me with tired eyes as I approach. Here, this decree will force them to leave you alone. What is one village in the grander scheme of things? I gain 150 prestige, which is nice, but this gets me 50 intrigue lifestyle experience and encouraged improvements, which gives development growth versus development growth negatives and increased levies. What would he do? He is arbitrary, lustful, forgiving, an adequate bargainer. I feel like we can take the lifestyle perk. Gain 30% dread. Gives me 59 dread, which is always nice. My natural dread is 45, but, you know, it will now begin to decrease. Some of the lifestyle perks in this tree are actually quite fun. Martial per stress. Ah, that's cool. I might have to start keeping some stress then. Dread gain per tyranny. You do not lose piety or clergy opinion from torturing or executing others. That's cool. I like that. And dark insights. Fear tax. Everything goes up. Quite like that. Prison feudal complex. And forever infamous. Dread decay minus 1000%, so I remain dreadful. And then gaining the trait of torturer, which gives additional dread gain, prowess, levy size, and resistance. They're pretty good. What am I, 43? How is his siege going so much better than mine? Probably because my men keep deserting. God. This is a really good fort. Why is this fort so good? Well, it doesn't matter. I have so many men, we will just siege it down by force. I have 2 sons. Prince Cambine. Prince Tunkamenen. Yeah, I should probably give him some... I'll give him a duchy. I'll make this duchy and I'll give it him. We'll do it that way. Actually, I might just give my son CK3. My daughter shall be named after an ancestor. She only has Kadi. Jinba Yuma. Let's take my son and give him the title of CK3. Need to be a little wary with how inheritance goes. There we go. We've done the siege. Let's go unsiege this. Actually, let's go and kick him in the teeth, and then we can kind of wander around with a little bit less concern. If we can kill off as many of his men as possible, then that should be a bonus to us. And then we can take that and give that to our son as well. And try and make the... if we can, we'll try and make the duchy. Oh, that's actually not part of that duchy. Well, that's frustrating. Oh, we won that war. I assume. Yes. Oh no, my alliance expired because my daughter-in-law is dead. So at that point we can remarry my son, I guess. Let's arrange a marriage. Why can't you get married? Ah, that's why. For some reason. That's not hugely working. Oh, I have another son. He should be known as Bassi. Really should, however, get this son married. His liege is my granddaughter. I'm not entirely certain how that's happened. Murderers at court pray for the nameless dead. Parts of a body were found this morning, my lord, says a guard, gesturing to the table before us. Blood pools on the table around small mounds of flesh. Strings of tissue rest in the dark ooze. As you can see, it is not a whole human. Not enough to identify them. I will pray for the victim, gaining 50 piety. Make sure everyone's accounted for at all times. I will limit the movement of everyone at court, hopefully pressuring the murderer into revealing themselves, which gets a lot of people angry. Double the guards, losing 60 gold, which I don't really want to spend. Has anyone seen anything? Please, I need your help. Direct to vassal opinion, and then low. So actually, every courtier gets loses 30 opinion of me, or I can pay the 60 gold. Yeah, we'll take the opinion loss. I can take it. I'm not sure I can actually. It's going to cause factions left, right, and centre. Why do you hate me so much? Oh, I could probably ask you to convert now, can't I? No? Well, November, later this year. Okay. And now you get to experience it. Ha 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 ha. Oh. This 4 is much easier. I'll soon be able to create a duchy, so let's have a look-see. We could probably go and claim that. Give my son this duchy. Actually, give my other son this duchy. You are 0 years old. You will now have the county of Jawal. Yes, I know my prince is unmarried. There we go. That's how we do that. This gets him... This gets me a potential... And has a good trait. And is 16. Perfect. This one. They're vastly inferior, but... Good chance of children. Not sure where Wa is, but wherever it is, they're a tiny country that is probably not that have now called me to war. Where is Wa? There. What a tiny little country. There's a county within Lobi. That's why. Decline. I'm not interested. I'm busy fighting my own wars. Thank you very much. Busy fighting my own wars. We will find you later. That's that son. Oh, we've got can change Prince Bassi's contract. I don't care. Call on allies. Declare wars. In line to inherit. I'm in line to inherit, blah 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 blah. Call house members. Titles. Yeah, nothing here is actually interesting, so we won't bother with that. Oh, we must have won that fight or scared him away. And now we're going to... Oh, we're not going to sandwich him there. He's decided to run away. But never mind. We own the... Yeah, we get the war score, so it doesn't matter too much. And then we will continue on. I'm just gonna... Honestly, we might just... do we want to... I won't bother with the siege. Let's go and fight him. He's going to stop here for the siege. And then... Oh no, he's going to go over there. There's 2 potential battles. Till death do us part. I find Margarida in our chambers, splayed out on the floor in a puddle of her own blood. I drop to the floor, cradling her to my chest. She is so cold. Oh, Bidu, why is she so cold? Oh dear, my wife has been murdered. Oh. I must pray for our kingdom. I gain 50 piety, which is always handy. Double the guards, I pay 50 gold. Or has anyone seen anything? I don't really want to spend the prestige or the money, so I guess I'll just gain piety. I don't see him as a hugely religious man, but his wife did just die. You know. He doesn't, you know, attachment's not necessarily his thing. We've won the war. Yay, the war is over. We've conquered another province, which is nice. We will give that to this son here. Actually, we're going to keep that because that's not part of his duchy, which is Benna, which I will probably claim in the next episode. I think we're going to call that there. I know it's not been there's not been a huge amount going on, but we've solidified a lot. We've done some wars and we've expanded a little. We are now one of the largest kingdoms in the African continent so far. Almoravids, Iznaten and Fatimids are definitely giving us a run for it, but aside from that, we are larger than everybody else. So that's good. I do need, before we go, I will find myself a new wife focusing on stewardship. I don't want you because you're scaly. Oh, actually, natural dread plus 10. It's actually, let's just pause a moment and think about that. That's not a terrible match for our particular skill set. But she is 35. It's not ideal. I want a decent stewardship. This is quick. And she's only 24. Nyamen. I lose 300 prestige. And she gets 1400. Jeez. That is insane. Whereas these are awful stewards, but I get potential alliances, and I imagine I don't lose quite so much prestige from it. But they're just awful stewards. Awful stewards. You're better? I still lose the 300 prestige. Ugh. Gods. Let's... Oh, this is a surprisingly tough choice, actually. Do I lose the 300 for you? Yes, I do. I don't know why you're standing like that, but let's go with this one then. If we're going to lose the 300 prestige anyway, let's marry her. My glory is widely known. My fame goes up, which is good because my prestige is about to hit the ground. There we go. And then council, manage domain. Perfect. That gives me back my 5, so I'm not over my domain limit. Perfect. I could go into, obviously I could go into stewardship myself, but anyway, we're going to call that episode there, and then next episode we will expand out some more, I can now claim duchy titles, which means that I might take Manding and just absorb this huge chunk of land he has here, because that is all the Duchy of Manding. So yeah, we might chunk this away next time. He is pretty large, but I have the tools to deal with him. So with that, I would like to thank you all for joining me. It is, as always, it's been lovely to have you all, and please consider dropping a comment, like or subscribe on the channel if you've enjoyed the content and would like to see more like this in future. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all very soon.